Okay. I'm in the 92 and I've seen this done before. Not actually seen it, but people comment on how it's done. But I'm a visual person and I need to see this, how it's actually done. So I thought I'd make this video. Look how long it is. I mean, when I put that into there, I can't actually see my screen. So the idea is take this off. I've already taken the clip off and maybe, well, hopefully have it somewhere here where I can basically still have access to the screen, right? So, because at the moment it's really annoying to try and see the screen. So let's have a crack, and my plan is to basically measure up, cut this down, and obviously work my way through there. And I'll stop the video because I don't have anything that I can record while I'm doing this, plus it'll be too long. So I'll stop the video now and come back to you soon. Before I go, this is the tool I'm going to use to cut it, right? It just basically goes around there, and I'm just going to go back and forwards, and yeah, it'll cut it off. So we'll try and mimic this and come back to you shortly. Okay guys, I'm back. So I've done some markings here. It's basically where the bottom edge of the knob ends. These slots have to be cut onto the new section, which will be about here, opposite side. They have to be pretty much 180 because you have these grooves. See those raised parts? Yeah, they tend to just slide in there and they stop. So they have to, if you have them a little bit off, the knob's gonna look, basically it'll look turned. Yeah. So if I go back, let me get the camera out a bit. So yeah, if you're off a little bit, it's gonna look wonky and you pretty much buggered it up. So I have to try and make these cuts 180, and I have to drill a new hole. I have to measure this and then drill a new hole at the new location down here. I hope I'm being clear enough. I'm just trying to make a visual video of this, but that's how it really goes basically. So let's start cutting. Okay, I'm back again guys. So basically this just pops out once you cut it. The trusty pipe cutter, I don't know, probably took a few minutes to cut. It was all good. So I took it out. I've got to cut this down. So for the slots that I mentioned earlier, I'm going to try and get it as close as possible to 180 cut. So I've cut the slots like that. I've not cut them, but I've marked them. And then I'm just going to use a Dremel tool, most likely, to get in there and cut the slots down, and as deep as those, which I think they're about 15 mil. Yeah, about 15 mil, and it should give me what I need. Then I got to cut this and make this hole. This hole is for, can you see that? Oh, you can't really see it. There's a little indent there, so that when you put that in, it actually catches and it sort of locates itself into that hole. That's why that's there. I suppose it stops it from, see, it just sits there and it stops it from popping out. So I've got to make one of those holes as close as possible. So I'll come back soon. Alright guys, here it is, compared to I can see my screen. I don't have to look around it. It's come up pretty good. So there is in the earlier video I did say there was a hole for this thing. It actually stays in there quite tight, so I'm not even going to bother drilling a hole, in my experience anyway. It's pretty good. It's nice and low now. It bloody I don't have the piece with me, but you know, the shifter was up here somewhere last time, and it was basically covering my screen. And you can see now this is the driver point, and it's just fantastic. Look at that. I'm wrapped with that result. It's not an easy thing to do. You can do it. I use the blanket. I use the Dremel tool. I didn't have a cut-off wheel, so these I'll just get this out just to show you guys. This is nice and tight as well. Doesn't really need any circlip, but I'm going to put it in there. So that's basically it. I cut it. I cut this with, you wouldn't believe it, with an angle grinder. So this whole area was covered in blanket, and I was very careful. I only did it to basically start off the cut, and then where is it? I'm just trying to find. Here it is. I put a drill bit on the Dremel, and I basically took my time, patience, and just grinded this away. And you wouldn't believe it, but the width of this wheel is perfect for those slots. So I'm gonna cut a groove in, so that's nice and tight. It doesn't really need where's my torch, so I'll show you. It looks exactly like the original did. Okay, there you go. I hope all this visual video helps people out. I know I stop and start videos, but it's the only way I can work things. So that's what it looks like. Nice and short, how it should have been. Some people say it's a pain in the ass. It's not. It's very easy. It's just time consuming, and just, you know, cover all this area up so you don't burn or dust any. Even with the covering, I've got all this dust here that I need to clean up. So hopefully this has helped, and yeah, that's just gonna go up there. That'll sit in there. I'm not really gonna drill that hole again, so I'm happy with this. It's come out really nice. And any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer. And that goes in just like that. Yeah, I'm still going to put the circlip in, just not going to drill the hole. So that's what it looks like. Bit of a far away shot. I might do that beast over there too. Not really sure, but I think I will, because this is certainly different. I'm telling you, much better. All right, catch us later.